MyRacehorse have recently launched the Horse Super Fund, which is a donation from owners matched by MyRacehorse that allows for the horse's post-racing transition.
I think it shows that everyone cares, not only with a portion of the share price going towards welfare in the super fund that will be created, but it's also showing that MyRacehorse are really serious about this welfare issue as well.
The MyRacehorse Super Fund allows us to stay connected with the horse and that journey. You know, they might be retrained and end up going into an equestrian world, or they might become a nanny at a stud, or whatever it is, they will be looked after.
The Horse Super Fund is there basically to allow us to support the transition that a horse requires post-racing. So that could be anything from spelling, it could be retraining, it could be a little bit of extra time. But having that fund in place for all horses, it allows the flexibility to make the right decision for those horses at that time. From a post-racing perspective, there are heaps of different options when a horse retires from racing. They retire at 5 years old on average. They can live into their late 20s. And many horses in other equestrian disciplines don't actually peak until they're in their teens. So if you can imagine that, there's actually a long period of time for horses to go on to their second career. So racing really is the first career of many. Equine welfare, from a very sort of basic and day-to-day level, it's making sure that you're providing for the physical and mental needs of your horse. But I think more broadly, thinking about equine welfare, you have to think about, you can only account for a horse's welfare by knowing where they are, so that then brings in traceability. And then you can also have provision for increasing the chances for a horse to have good welfare later on in their life by making good decisions about that transition, and that's where the post-racing element comes in as well. So Racing Victoria launched a couple of years ago the Off the Track community, which is a platform where people can stay in touch with their horses post-racing. MyRacehorse will be encouraging all owners or post-racing owners of their horses to be updating on that system so that owners can check in.
We see it with race clubs around Australia donating an element of prize money each weekend to these welfare groups, and it's really important. We need to make sure that they're well looked after, and it's front of mind, I think, for everybody in the industry, because not just because it's the right thing to do, because we want to do that. They deserve a happy home once they're finished racing, to, you know, run around a paddock and throw up their heels and just really generally enjoy themselves.
When you own with MyRacehorse, you know that they don't see your horse as just a racehorse. They are committed to making decisions that benefit the horse throughout their racing career and beyond. They're committed to showcasing responsible ownership, and they've demonstrated that with this Horse Super Fund and having a dedicated resource to follow through in that commitment.
Well, the owners can make a conscious decision, can't they, at the moment with MyRacehorse, and say, hey, I want to be involved in a share, but I also understand that I'm going to be contributing to life after racing, which is so important. And you know what? Racing needs to get better at telling the world how much we care for the thoroughbred. And that is the trainers and the strappers or the grooms, the work they put into the horse. But the way that these horses are looked after is unbelievable. But we've still got a responsibility to make sure we continue that on after they finish racing. And MyRacehorse with the Super Fund's a great idea.